Hey everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. This is a short clip taken out of a full podcast episode that has been recently uploaded. If you want to see that full episode, I'm going to put it in a card in the top right of your screen right there, as there's a lot more talked about than just this short clip in the podcast episode. So I highly recommend you watch it. I highly recommend you subscribe so you never miss a full episode or clip if you prefer to watch the clips rather than the full hour to hour and a half long episodes. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. And again, thank you for clicking on it in the first place. Do you want to be famous at all?
No, I don't want to be famous. Yes, I want to be famous.
Well, obviously.
But
what does that look like to you?
it's really like what does fame look like to me?
Yeah.
It's just about playing music to people and getting paid for it, and just being able to the playing music to people is you can't really describe it. It's just a feeling you can't describe. But it's a very good feeling, a very satisfying feeling.
Yeah. I think a lot of people who want to be famous, I'm pretty sure, I feel like everyone at least kind of close to our age wants to be famous, but for the wrong reason.
Music. Yeah, I didn't get into music to be famous. I got into it because I loved it first and foremost.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously being famous and making a lot of money, it's great. But you have to be happy first, because money and fame will not buy you happiness.
Yeah, and a lot of the times if you have issues, it can just make your issues
screw you
a whole
up.
lot worse.
But the thing is, if you are happy, then it's great. And no one ever talks about that to me.
Yeah.
They always talk about how, it'll destroy you and stuff. If you have a great frame of mind, there's nothing wrong with having $1 million in your bank account.
Yeah, I was just having that conversation.
I wouldn't know what that feels like, but I would like to at some point in my life.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with my mom the other day. Literally, it's because I want to be rich when I'm older. Or not even when I'm older. Soon, I would love to be rich.
Yeah,
I would want to be able to move out and, I don't know, start a family, have a great life. But yeah,
to have
but
a
people
big collection of guitars.
Yeah, money is the root of all evil. I agree, but if you have a good heart and a good mind and you're not screwing people over, there's nothing wrong with having a...
Money is the root of all evil, but it is not evil in itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's how it's used. It's really just, to me, a tool. Or just a means to do something. Money can be used to do a good thing. If you have a lot of money, you could, help people out or whatever, or even just... I feel like no one talks about this. If you just go down the street and buy a soda from the gas station, that's helping someone, because you're putting money in their account. That's it. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Capitalism.
Yeah.
We love it. Yeah. Mr. Beast. Do you know Mr. Beast?
No.
You don't know him at all?
No, I feel like I should, though. I feel uncultured.
That's okay. I feel uncultured when I'm around you.
the feeling is mutual. We can both agree that, we run each other out.
Basically, he's the biggest guy on YouTube. I guess that's the quickest way to describe him. But he's awesome. He reinvests every dollar he makes from his channels, and he has this philanthropy channel where he gives out millions of meals to people who can't afford it. He gave out $1 million. I'm probably rounding up. Maybe he had he gave away 100,000 turkeys on Thanksgiving.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he does all this stuff. That's how you use money and fame in a good way. And obviously you can use it in a bad way. But yeah, there's countless ways that you can use money and fame in a good way.
Yeah.
Because not that many people do. So there's a lot of opportunity.
Do you ever listen to Gary Vee?
Yeah, a little bit. I know him. I don't really listen to him, but I know him and I see some clips of him sometimes.
I see clips of him all the time, and every time I do, and I really listen to it, he's really helped me. I love a lot of things that he talks about. It's really, really good stuff in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially about following your dreams. Particularly that stuff. like your 20s, he always talks about this, is the time to do whatever you want. Because let's say you fail at every single thing in your 20s. When you're 30, you're still a kid. You can always just go get a job at an office and make $1 million doing that. Like anyone can learn to do that.
Yeah, I talked about that on the other podcast as well. It's like, what's the point of me waiting 5 years to do something risky with my
Nothing.
money?
How old are you, by the way?
19. I'm gonna be.
You're not even in your 20s, dude. Do whatever the heck you want.
I know. I was
Yeah.
saying, like, if I lose, I don't know. Let's say I lose like half of my net worth right now. That's
Nothing.
It doesn't matter. But if I use that half of my net worth and like triple it, that's huge for me. It's a huge
Yeah.
opportunity. It is something that like Jordan Peterson talks about a lot, is that youth is wealth. Like being young is in a sense being rich, because you have so
time.
much opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't trade young and poor for old and rich, you know?
And I feel like it's a lot of times you have to realize your value of like you innately just have value.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, life has value. And I mean, if you're young, you got so much to live for. You have so much that you can do in your life. So, I mean, even if I had $0 right now, if I use all my net worth right now, I mean, it would suck if I lost it all. But let's say I started a business with it and it made me $1 million in 3 years.
Would you rather have all the money in the world or be like essentially a billionaire, or be told you can have that and live one day of your life and then you die? Or would you rather just keep living the life you have now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because life itself is more valuable than money, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
and trust me, I want to make a lot of money someday, but life is
me
more
too.
valuable.
Me too. I hope everyone that I have on this podcast feels that way, because
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm trying to get across is in this podcast is, why wouldn't you, especially kids our age, and even older, 25, 26, like you were saying, in your 20s, just risk it. I mean, unless you have like a family and you got bills to pay.
Yeah.
That's also the biggest thing about, like, right now I'm 19. I don't have bills to pay. I don't have a family to take care of. So what's the real downside of me risking all my money?
Yeah.
You know, when it can...
I mean, a lot of that is really luck, just what you're born into. Like,
I mean, yeah. But a lot of the times, most kids don't have bills to pay for
yeah.
until they move out. I mean, I still pay, like, I pay for my phone bill, but that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing compared
nothing.
to like a mortgage and food for
And, like,
a
having
family of
and
3
having
or
to feed
4.
a family or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like I'm stuck in a job that I have to keep. Like,
Yeah. And that's the sense your whole life too. I mean, I would think like you can literally, you're like, you're in the greatest country in the world. No one's going to force you to work this or work that. You can do what you want.
yeah, that's a big thing about this country is it's so, everyone has opportunity. Everyone that comes here, all the foreigners that come over to America, I mean, if you ask them why they came to America, 95% of the time they're going to say for opportunity, because in their countries they're just not able to make $1 million. It's not really possible.
Very true.
Unless you're like the dictator. Then you have everything.
Yeah.
But what's the good in that?
Nothing.